I want it all. Life for the famous, rich beyond my wildest dreams. I'm so shameless. Promised I wouldn't let it go once I grabbed it, but now I want more, and I'ma have it.
Hey, what's up? LockEmUp Hoops, Realistic Randy with Mastermind of BoldBarry Special Edition. We're just going to do one segment today, the Decision 2.0 in regards to Kevin Durant. He is not staying with Oklahoma City. He is, in fact, joining the Golden State Warriors. So we recorded Bay Area and Boston alike. We get things done. I'm not a Warriors fan, but I know a lot of people like to accuse me of being a bandwagon fan. That's okay. I am excited that he's going to be out here in the Bay Area. So, Mastermind, Kevin Durant, it's a Golden State. What's your reaction?
So I'm going to start off with a tweet from Kevin Durant that he tweeted out in 2010 during the LeBron James, Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, basically free agent signing together. So this is what he did. Exact quotes. Now, everybody wants to play for the Heat and the Lakers. Let's go back to being competitive and going at these people. Okay. So what happened to being competitive and wanting to beat the best players in the league and wanting to be the best player in the league and also being one of the greatest players ever? That just went all throughout the window. That is the biggest. 6 years is a long time ago. But how do your feelings really change to the extent of you not wanting to be competitive anymore? You just left arguably one of the top 5 players in the league, Russell Westbrook. Your team was up 3-1 against the Warriors. You had a big part of not going to the finals because you ultimately choked along with your co-partner, Russell Westbrook. It wasn't just Westbrook. It was you, too. You went 10 for 31, 2 for 8 in Game 6. So, I mean, that's not anyone else's problem but yours. So, a lot of people want to – I can't say it. Sorry, let me step back. LeBron James, you got a free pass right now. This is nothing even compared to what LeBron James did in 2010. Now, yes, he left to go to the Miami Heat to play with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. I understand all that. But at least he didn't go to a team that just beat him to go to the finals. He didn't go to a team that just won a championship the year before and literally just had one game. The Warriors just needed one game to be the back-to-back finals, to be the back-to-back champions. One game. So you just basically copped out to go to a back-to-back championship team. So to play with a back-to-back MVP in Steph Curry, to play with the best shooter of all times in Steph Curry, to play with the leading scorer in the NBA in Steph Curry, and also you went to play with arguably one of the top 5 greatest shooters in Klay Thompson, and you went to play with a Draymond Green, who me and BoldBarry has argued that he's the top 10 player in the league, and now you're going to play with the former Finals MVP player in Andre Iguodala. What else more do you need now? If you don't win a championship for the next 3 to 4 years,
who are you?
Who are you exactly? If you don't win for the next 3 to 4 years, your team is set up to win for the next decade, basically, because everyone is under 30. The oldest player on the team is Steph Curry at 28, Kevin Durant's 27, and Klay and Draymond are 26 years old. So I don't even see anyone coming close to beating this team. Now, I know they have some holes to fill in on the bench because they are going to lose Andrew Bogut. They're going to lose Festus Ezeli. They're going to lose Harrison Barnes. Possibly, I've been hearing they might trade Andre Iguodala, but I doubt it. He's one of their captains in that locker room. So you have to sign Sean Livingston again, too. So you do have to fill in some pieces still. But regardless, you have 4 players on that team that can score at will. You are going to score about 150 points a game, basically. You have a Western team all-star on your team. Your starting team is going to start in the all-star game next year. So I'm sorry. This was the biggest cop-out in the history of the NBA, in my opinion. He just now started a trend. Now, I know LeBron started that trend, but this is another trend here because, let's be real. Next year, Russell Westbrook has a chance to go somewhere. I don't know where he's going to go. I hope he stays put because I don't see Russell Westbrook being this guy that wants to cop out and go to another super team. I don't even know another team where he would fit in, to be honestly, to fit into a super team because we all know Russell Westbrook likes the ball in his hands and he likes to shoot. He thinks he's the greatest player in the league. I'm rooting for that guy, though. I always loved him. I can't wait to see how he comes out next year because I think he feels hurt. Who knows what he's gonna do? Maybe him and Kevin Durant talked about it and said that he's gonna leave next year. Who knows? But if that's the argument we're gonna say is he talked to Russell Westbrook and Russell Westbrook said he's gonna leave, well then Kevin Durant sign a 1-year deal and then leave with him and go, and then you guys separate that team. I don't want to hear that argument if someone does try to make that argument to me and saying that he's gonna leave. I don't want to hear that at all because that just arguments gets thrown out the window. I know I'm gonna chime back in. I want to hear what you guys have to say, but I got most of it out the way because I know we'll probably find out a little bit more details and we'll have more time for this news to really settle in because I'm still hot from this because we're in a new generation, fellas. We're in a generation where guys just want the easy way out. I remember someone tweeted to me the other day and said, would you want your team, like when LeBron James won the finals and they're like, I don't respect what LeBron James did by hopping teams and going to this new Cavaliers team, which they had Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love, and they were like, would you teach your kids to take the easy way out? Now I agree with that statement right now because I can't understand what he's thinking and why he just wants to do this. You are a 4-time scoring champion, you're an MVP, and we all said you were the next best player outside of LeBron James, so I don't see why you would want to do this. So I'm literally done with him. I didn't think I could hate somebody as much as I hate him because you can't recover this. You can't recover unless you leave next year and go somewhere else. Then maybe I'll start to figure it out about how I feel about you. But right now I can't get down with that. I can't get down with that. That's not something I condone. I don't respect guys that like take an easy way out, especially with that talent, playing with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and Draymond Green and Andre Iguodala.
BoldBarry, Mr. Boston. What do you make? Kevin Durant. Are you excited?
Well, Kevin Durant. Kevin. This dude, man, I don't know what to really say. I mean, I thought LeBron was bad. I really did. I take everything back because this is nowhere even close to what LeBron even did. He didn't run to the champion. He didn't run to the 2-time Western Conference champions. He didn't run to the 2-time MVP, unanimous MVP. He didn't do that. But Kevin Durant did. Kevin Durant.
What is this? What is this? A lead up to a movie, a 30 for 30 documentary or something?
He needs it. Let
what
him
are you
talk.
doing? Go ahead.
Let him talk.
Because I've been giving LeBron flack for the past 10 years, man. So it's like, this is one of those things where I'm like, this dude, Kevin Durant, and I honestly was like, Kevin Durant's one of my favorite players in the league. Like, you know, I thought I found one. I didn't find anything. This dude just did the most weakest thing, like Stephen A. Smith said. It was the weakest thing a superstar has ever did in the history of the NBA. Ever. Like, this dude left Russell Westbrook, you know, that whole Thunder organization, which was one game away from the finals, like you said, Mastermind, you know, to join Steph Curry, who beat him. And they also just lost a 3-1 lead. I don't know what he's thinking. And it's not even because I'm from Boston. And that, like, I want him to come Boston. It's like, you're easily the best player in the league, second best player in the league, maybe third best. I don't even know anymore what you are. You're just a player in the league. You're a basketball player at this point. And it's like, you know, you just want to be that role player that just, like, you know, wants to score 20-something a game. But it's a sick move. I'm sick for this, man. I think this move that he did today got me sick. Like, and something told me, I was like, I'm going to wake up today and see that he joined the Warriors because I saw too much Warriors talk. Too much, you know, Jerry West and too much. Way too much going on. I don't appreciate it at all. It's bad for the league. And, like, you know, Reggie Miller was saying today, you know, it's good for the business of the league. You know, everybody's going to want to see it. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to watch it. It's going to be crazy.
Game, but of course.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy to watch. But, as far as Kevin Durant goes as an individual player, oh, my God. Like, this dude, you straight sold out, copped out. You just straight I'm just going to say it. You're a sucker for that, man. Like, you just straight pulled a sucker move for that. Like, you really ran to Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, and company to win a title. And it's not even guaranteed that they're going to win a title. I'm going to put that out there right now.
Don't skip out Andre Iguodala, please.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Finals
Andre
MVP,
Iguodala, Finals MVP. And just to win a championship. I really don't get what Kevin Durant was even thinking, what he was doing. And then and then you wrote a letter. you wrote a letter. So you just remixed LeBron's thing, but you just did this way on a whole different level. You know, just straight up remix. You know, oh my God, like I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. This is sick, straight up sick. But listen, realistic Randy, I'm gonna let you handle.
Can I just say one more thing real quick? This girl right here, the spin zone, Alicia Curry. I wonder how she feels. Is the league rigged now?
Okay.
That's a great question.
Let me start off. BoldBarry, it's very interesting that you're saying the things that you're saying. If I wasn't mistaken, or if I'm not mistaken, for the last 24 to 48 hours, your tweets and Facebook statuses and everything like that have been basically around Kevin Durant. Oh, I'm so excited. Maybe he's joining Boston. And now all of a sudden, oh, he's a sucker. I can't believe this. You are more let me ask you something. Are you more so upset that he joined the Warriors? Or are you more so upset that he left your Boston Celtics?
Oh, it has nothing to do with Boston.
It has nothing to do with him rejecting the Boston Celtics.
Warriors. Okay. Nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. You joined the Warriors. Are you serious?
So,
he joined the Warriors.
So
he joined the Warriors.
So time out. Hold on. You guys got your chance to talk. Let me say something real quick. And I did ask you that question. You're right, BoldBarry. You're right. I did set myself up for that. But 6 years ago, MasterMin and BoldBarry, the same thing that you're saying right now, you guys were saying 6 years ago about LeBron James. BoldBarry, I remember you being just as equally upset about LeBron James going to the Miami Heat. So did LeBron James not form one of the first super teams as far as free agency is concerned? I mean, take away, right?
He did.
Okay. So, do we not hold on. And do we not recognize LeBron as one of the top 7, maybe 5 player? MasterMin and myself, we recognize him as top 5 player.
Glad you brought this up.
BoldBarry, you want to say top 10, even though you're being ridiculous, whatever. But it is what it is.
Top 10,
why?
And I'm taking it back now because he's definitely going to be like top 7, top 6.
Why do we give LeBron James praise as far as, oh, he's a 3-time champion, 3-time Finals MVP. Oh, he got those championships, and now he got with Cleveland. Oh, he's top 5 now. He formed the first super team in free agency. He opened up Pandora's box. So there's no way in hell we can sit here and say, oh, Kevin Durant, you're a sucker. Oh, you left to join that team and everything like that. It's the exact same thing. LeBron opened this up. He started it. He's getting praised for it as if nothing ever happened. So why can't Kevin Durant do the same thing? It's Pandora's box. Pandora's box was open. We can't sit here and power rank, how super teams were built. LeBron started this. He's getting praised as if everything was okay. So why can't Kevin Durant do the same?
No. Who's praising him for 1 and 2? Right?
Everybody's praising LeBron for his 3 championships. His 3. They don't say. No. Time out. They don't say LeBron James with an asterisk next to it, oh, you won 2 championships in Miami. The whole narrative with LeBron James now is LeBron James, 3 championships, 3 finals MVPs. So no one wants to say, oh, super team this or super team that.
I got you.
But Kevin Durant, oh, we're going to rake him through the cold.
I got
Come
you.
on, man.
I got you. I got you. But LeBron James, yes. Forming with Dwayne Wade is a force, no doubt, especially at that time because Dwayne Wade was still at the top of his game. I'll give you that.
What I'm saying. Are we forgetting what was going on?
But was LeBron James not better than Dwayne Wade when he joined them, though? Was LeBron James not? It's arguable questions that Kevin Durant's not even the best player on his team right now. He's not the best player on his team right now.
So we're power ranking how super teams are built. There's no way.
It's not even that though. It's the fact that you just joined a guy that's better than you. The guy that it just back to back.
The guy that just beat you. He just came back and beat you. 3-1.
It's not about. It's just about you just went to a team not with 3 All-Stars already formed. They just won a championship back to back. The Miami Heat, I'm not ranking. Miami Heat didn't even get to the finals. They were getting bounced out in the first round to even get to the finals from get to the playoffs before Dwayne Wade won the championships in 2006. It's not even close to comparison. It's not even a comparison. It's literally levels. Remember how Meek Mill? There's literally levels to this
I don't think there's any levels to this because
the best league right now.
I think
I'm
we're
not
just splitting hair. I think we're splitting hairs right now. I think we're splitting hairs right now. So basically, the only way that we can give Kevin Durant credit for joining the team is if he did it exactly as LeBron. But if he did anything else that LeBron didn't do in Miami, then we're gonna rake him through the coals. That's what you say. He started this whole thing.
Joining an already formed Big Three to make it a Big Four.
That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Go ahead.
LeBron just joined Dwayne. Like, I'm not trying to. LeBron James.
He joined the team that wasn't even a championship or a contender. They weren't even a contender.
But this team doesn't need him. They just went to the finals back to back.
He joined a super team was built just like it was 6 years ago. And if Kevin Durant ends up getting championships with Golden State, then I'm pretty confident that this whole narrative right now is going to be shut down. Just like we were saying the same thing about LeBron 6 years ago, and then he started winning, and now, top 5 player, all this stuff. No one wants to give him. No one wants to put an asterisk next to it. I consider LeBron a top 5, but he started this whole thing. We can't split hairs and say, well, LeBron did it. It's okay now, but now Kevin Durant's taking it to a whole new level, so now it's not fair.
And even if LeBron didn't join Miami, I still think he possibly would have had championships if someone would have came to him eventually. No one's going to run to a player that hasn't really won a championship yet. You see how role players go to certain players now, right. Or just in the history. I still think somebody would have eventually went to him and he would have won eventually. I think regardless, LeBron still would have been arguably one of the top 10 players in the league if he never joined that Miami Heat team. But right now, I can't say that for Kevin Durant because he's joining a team that he's literally neck and neck with who's better, Steph Curry and Kevin Durant. It's just, to me, I think that's just crazy. You can't do that, man. And it's his fault. We're digging up his tweets. You see what I just wrote out, what I read out. The first thing I said, everybody wants to join the Miami Heat now, and everybody wants to be on the bandwagon and what happened to competitors. He did the same exact thing, so I don't get how he can write.
6 years ago,
do the same thing. He did something way worse.
You want to know 6 years ago?
It wasn't even the Miami Heat.
6 years ago, I was eating fat cheeseburgers every day, but I turned my life around.
He's in the NBA, man. It's a different story than eating cheeseburgers.
Kevin Durant, no cheeseburgers. He's Kevin Durant.
I can't believe that we're really doing it. And look, for the record, I wish that Kevin Durant went to either the Clippers or that he stayed in OKC.
Exactly.
I wish
wouldn't have been mad at the Clippers.
I'm not saying that he should have went to Golden State. I thought Golden State should have prioritized their efforts on Hassan Whiteside. They need someone that can get rebounds and everything like that. They don't need him, but he joined. I'm not saying I'm a fan either way of the decision he made. I'm just saying we can't sit here and get on this dude and saying he's a sucker, he's a loser, you're nobody, you needed to form this team, when we were saying the same thing about LeBron James 6 years ago, and now all of a sudden LeBron James, 3 championships. We don't talk about it was with Miami with Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, under the direction of Pat Riley. We're not talking about that. We're talking about, LeBron James have championships. So if Kevin Durant does the same thing, we can't sit here and get on this dude and try to say levels. LeBron started this, so it's okay for people to form super teams, so we can't say anything about Kevin Durant. I really believe that everybody out here – go ahead.
I get what you're saying with that because, listen, that's why I don't personally really like LeBron and what he did and what he stood for when he joined Miami because I can't stand that. You had to do that to win championships. But this last championship that he won – no one's crying about this one because they're like, all right, whatever. You got Kevin Love. Who cares? You got Kyrie Irving, who's like 23 years old. No one thought he would win this soon. But this.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
No. I get what you're saying, like, in general, just saying, like, this is a force. This team right now is just unfair for the league. I get it. But what I'm saying is, because of LeBron 6 years ago, what we've been talking about, BoldBarry, you've been talking about the brotherhood. The Banana Boat Squad, they're going to get back together. They're talking about this team or this super team. Kevin Durant, why can't he do the same? As ridiculous as this team is, why are we going to sit here and rake him through the coals if LeBron gets to walk around saying, yep, I'm a 3-time champion, even though 2 of them I needed.
LeBron got ran through the coals too.
He did.
He did, but he's not now. So obviously it's okay. To form a super team.
And I still get on him.
No, you don't. Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah,
but I'm saying in general, the narrative for LeBron is, oh, he's top 5, top 7 player. Oh, he's one of the all-time. I say top 5, but obviously the whole super team, the anger that we've all had 6 years ago, it's gone. So that means it's okay to form super teams now. We've set the precedent.
Still not okay.
We've set the precedent.
I still don't
Yes, we
accept
did.
it.
We as a whole set the precedent to say, you know what?
So they're still
LeBron,
underachieved.
he's got his 3
out of that run.
championships. He's able to do this and that. Oh, he's going to be all-time great. 2 of those championships came with Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, under the direction of Pat Riley. So suddenly it's okay. So Kevin Durant can do the same thing. That's all I'm saying.
Oh man, it's
Klay
just
Thompson, Draymond
and
Green,
now
Steph
and
Curry.
now that this
Doesn't matter.
happened,
Doesn't matter.
now that this happened,
Yep.
just wait because players. Tim Duncan's about to retire now because he's like,
yeah, I'd retire right now.
He's like, there's no point of even trying to play. There's no point. So he just calls a retirement alone, even though he's 40 years old. But at least he even thought about coming back. Now he's like, oh damn, I'm not trying to come back. There's no point.
He's like, there's no point doing it. 82 games for that. I'm good.
Now there are really gonna be super teams formed because who the hell is gonna beat this team? Now I still want to see how the rest of the roster will fill out. I still want to see how that's going to work out because all the money's gravitated to just those 4 players and Andre Iguodala. Even though I don't even think he's getting like 11, but that's still
at this point, players are still going to be like, yo, that's a super team. We're getting a chip.
That's
Players are still like, I'm going there to get a chip. Give me a mid-level. I don't care.
Yeah. Same thing that players would do for LeBron. All these role players would come in and say, yeah, I'll join Cleveland. I'll join Miami. I'll do all this stuff. Players were doing the same thing.
There's really going to be super teams formed now because I wonder where Dwayne Wade's going to go.
LeBron started this.
Definitely not staying in
He
Miami.
started this. He started this whole thing. And look, I'm okay with it now.
Well, they're definitely go to Cleveland now.
People might, you know what? This might just be a 2-team league for the next, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. Yeah, something like that. I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it because the precedent has already been set for people to form super teams. It's already been set.
Do you think anyone will compete with them in the West now? Who do you think can give them a shot to beat them?
Nobody.
I would say Nobody. I would say all right. I'll say this. The only team that could have a shot in hell is maybe San Antonio. Maybe San Antonio. Independent if they get Pau Gasol or not, they slow the game down. You know, they're able to do things in a way that can frustrate a lot of teams. They slow the game down a lot. It's a lot of half-court basketball.
I could see that.
I could see that. But outside of that, nobody's going to beat this team. I get it. I thought they were going to go to the NBA Finals again next year regardless, but this definitely seals the deal. And you know what? They drafted that center. I don't know what pick it was, whatever. Golden State. So, you know, they're talking about sending you know, let me tell you something right now. Speaking of which, they're talking about Andrew Bogut. He's going to be gone. And you want to know the real loser of this whole signing of Kevin Durant? It's me, a Dallas Mavericks fan, because we are about to sign Harrison Barnes, ladies and gentlemen, to a max contract. This whole time where I'm like, oh, whoever signs Harrison Barnes to a max contract, good luck. I didn't think it would be my damn team. And then we're talking about Andrew Bogut. We're going to try to trade for him, too. So we're going to get Andrew Bogut.
It just happened just now, too, actually.
And Harrison Barnes on the Dallas Mavericks. BoldBarry, you want to be all sitting there all salty and upset because he didn't choose you? I am the real loser of this damn signing. And you know what? I'm trying to do everything I can to compartmentalize and try to pretend like it's not happening. But I'm the real loser of all this. But getting back to the point.
Disappointment.
I'm getting back to the point. They did draft that. They drafted a big man, Golden State did. And if they still get Sean Livingston, they still have Andre Iguodala. Who knows? You know, maybe they can, you know.
Let me ask y'all this. Now, since KD has, forced it and everything, where does that leave OKC? Like, I know Russell either has to get traded or he's leaving next year. Or let me ask you this. Do they even make the playoffs? Because just remember, when KD went out, Russell didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, because a lot of players was hurt too, though. I'll give you that. But that's a good question. I think Oladipo is going to obviously have – Sam Presti. Let me start with him, Sam Presti. I think that was a smart trade. Maybe he kind of had a feeling Kevin Durant wasn't going to stay there, and maybe he felt that Oladipo can develop into one of those all-star type players. That was a good move because now he has a good role. Now let's see what Oladipo's all about because he already has Russell Westbrook there. He has a real good big man down there in Cantor. Exactly. So let's see. I still think they can get there. About be the lower side of the West. I don't know. The West still has to get, figured out with all these free agent signings and all that. But I still think they can make it. I think Russell Westbrook he's a superstar, man. To me, I think he can carry the team there. I think he can carry. I think he'll lead the NBA in triple doubles again.
I think
does Russell go to Houston? And now does Russell go to Houston next year?
Who knows?
I think Russell Westbrook is going to stay. Honestly, I think he has that old school mentality where he's like, I'm going to do this myself.
We said that about KD too, and he dances on the court. So I don't know.
Well, let me answer your first question. I think OKC will still make the playoffs. I think they'll look like Portland maybe. They might look like Portland where they just all their power comes from the 2 guard spots where like Portland does or some of these other teams. I think they'll make the playoffs. They'll be just fine.
And Pau Gasol just finalizing his deal with Spurs right now, so the Spurs just got a little bit better. With,
really?
Pau Gasol. Yeah.
Like that's happening.
Exactly. So, that's happening right now. So
there it is.
There
you go.
Yep.
While we're recording this right now, Pau Gasol to the Spurs. Exactly. That's awesome. But
he was waiting for Durant.
Awesome. Well, they'll make the playoffs. As far as if I don't know if he'll go to Houston next year. We'll see.
We'll see what happens next year.
He's got his own team now. This is officially Russell Westbrook's team, so we'll see how that goes. Or maybe he'll go to the Lakers the year after. So
I want it all. Life for the famous, rich beyond my wildest dreams. I'm so shameless. Promised I wouldn't let it go once I grabbed it, but now I want more, and I'ma have it. Champagne dreaming, campaign teaming.